Шаду, и мы с вами продолжаем играть в Wolf Among Us. Мы с вами продолжаем с 5-й эпизод предыдущей части. Мы с вами встретились таки с скучным дядечкой, но он от нас ушел, так как я чуть-чуть не знал, в какой он в машине, и что-то я не думал, что он был белый, но в общем ладно. Вот, но нам все равно сказали, где он, и мы сюда, в принципе, приехали на металлургию Шепарда. Вот. В принципе, что тут будет, я пока что не знаю, но в принципе, если он сбежит опять, то мы его, я думаю, поймаем. Ага, сломаем дверь, ну ладно. Вот. Подождите, а он точно тот, а? Просто, ну, их там, мне кажется, очень много. Но в тот раз, когда они на нас все напали, мы, в принципе, справились более-менее. Однако теперь тут будет, как я понял, это, как его. Ой, господи, забыл, как его звали-то. Я прошу ряд прощения. Позабыл, как ее звали. Сейчас найдем путь. Что-то слишком спокойно. Никому не кажется. То есть, ну... Я просто, знаете, типа... Это она, да? Я не помню... В общем, а кто нас стрелял? Аж помните, ребят? Вот это вот. И сейчас я кто-то, нет? А за мной следили, да? Это с Белоснежкой. Там мы рядом с магазином. Это 3 девушки, наверное, с которыми были убиты. Их 2, мне кажется. Или одна была убита. Это в начале первом эпизоде. Вот это все в первом эпизоде. Это Белоснежка встречалась с этой. Тебя боялись, да? Ну? А я сейчас что, не боятся? Люди прятались везде, где только могли притиснуться своими... Что-то там. Не успел прочитать. Да, я сейчас страшный, меня все боятся, нет? Страшный злой серый волк. Ну, аж не злой уже, добрый, но... Вроде бы там никого нет. А мне тут стекло показалось. Откуда ж она? Из зеркала говорила из кого-нибудь? Это же серебряные пули? Откуда? В смысле, откуда она может быть?
I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Правда?
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on.
Ой, да ладно. Ты издеваешься?
Is that the best you can do?
X. Где X? А, подождите, я запутался. Я забыл кнопки опять. Да что такое? Блин. Вот. Почему у меня не Xbox? Вот. Не, я люблю PlayStation, просто мне бы с геймпадом от Xbox, чтобы я глядел, где какие кнопки. Просто у меня тут все наоборот. У меня тут там Y не... Ах, где там? А на Xbox, да, это YX, все такое. Как она так быстро двигается? В смысле? что-то сверху мы ее лучше увидим. Но если же она подойдет сзади, то нам капец. Я вот что думаю. Я иду. Я жму. Или же плохая это идея? Я жму вперед. В смысле? Так, стойте, ребят. Я забыл, где кнопка. Б. Так. Б, X. Вот я две кнопки же забываю. X и B, я их все время путаю. X, значит. Ага. Все, понял. Понял, все. Все, ряд. Прошу прощения. Все, я все вспомнил. Мне прям вот две кнопочки надо было вспомнить. И я их все время путаю. Я не знаю, почему я их путаю. Я иду вперед. Может, это была плохая все. Да я жму! В смысле? Да, издевательство это. Я жму на кнопки. Я жму правильные кнопки. Я уже глянул где-нибудь, все, я их помню. Опасная она. Как бы как мне тебя, дорогуша, бить? Ты издеваешься сейчас, да? В общем, как я понял, да то, блин, это же заведомо проигрышный бой, да? Да пошла ты к черту, родная. Давай, ну я жму, ну бей ты ёб-чунить, я не знаю почему. Я жал, хоть жил. Я жал букву А. Ну, на игру все, ну, ты крестик. Она сильная. А какая из них? Слышь? А их тут не слишком много. И как мне понять, кто где? А мы же одинаковые тут все. В смысле? Ага. Ну весело вообще. И как мне вас... трудно, ребят. На геймпаде гораздо труднее, я же не знал. То есть, когда ты играешь, блин, на телефоне просто клацая я по экрану, то это, понятно, сделать гораздо легче. Блин, их слишком много для меня одного. И что мне делать? Жму. Понял. Давай. Ну, идите к черту. Ух ты. Круто. Вот это волк, ребят. Вот это я понимаю, страшный. Страшный гость из серого. Да, в смысле? Их слишком много. Что делать? Ага, прям сейчас я жму. И что мне с ними, кажется, всем делать? Тут, ну, слишком много. И ешь меньше, их может вообще не становится. О, думал. Ну вот, склонность стала гораздо меньше. И я готов. Опять клон. Ну блин, там это было круто, ребят. Это было очень круто. Что-то страшно немного рядом с ним, но...
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. Some asshole murders 2 of our people. It's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Так, подождите. Окей, смотрите. Типа, мы привезем его. Убить его... Блин. Вряд, просто убьем его здесь. У меня что-то какой-то, я не думаю, что это будет. В принципе, убить мы его и потом сможем. А вот узнать ответы, что, зачем, почему. Возможно, ряд, все это будет плохо, но... Я ж не знаю, ряд. Мне кажется, что мы должны его привести. Типа, по сути, мы ведем его, на базу, скажем так, да, туда, где вообще все у нас, да. По сути, убить его означает убрать его из города. Ну, как бы, да. Но мы это, в принципе, и потом сможем сделать. Не знаю, ребят. Я хочу его повести. Я не знаю, почему. Мне просто, блин, нам интересно, что он задумал, ребят. Я хочу узнать. Без револьвера.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Ударить, ну... Блин, я бы ударил, но смысл... Мне просто, блин, нам интересно, или что будет. Мы его арестовали, что дальше? Сведения канала.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes,
Кто
you'll have an
спорит?
opportunity to... He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
Нормально.
It's been hours.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know...
Ты что, не убил? Я хотел
glad you made it
просто...
back in one piece.
Мне интересно, что он делает. Мне
About
очень
time you
интересно.
showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily.
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right to
And
just
what
do
about
this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook.
This?
Спокойно.
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering
Чё-то
the
мне этого-
circumstances, I thought it best if
Чё-то он
we do this
задумал.
as soon as possible. The crooked man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Мертв.
Is he still out there?
Sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
А чё все такие удивленные-то, а?
There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Fine. Go right ahead.
Wait, that's not how this works.
Да пусть скажет. Мне прям
After the rest of your crimes
интересно,
are
что он
read
скажет.
through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding
Да
and
правда, что ли?
providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you
Stop
didn't.
the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap
Подождите,
he's
пусть
done.
заговорит.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
Ну вот
The
сейчас...
crooked man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself. and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this
Почему
town,
такие
we have to
дураки,
start
а?
doing things correctly.
А,
No more
то есть,
snap
типа,
judgments, no
вы
more
когда
secrets.
что-то
We're
делали,
going to treat
я вам
everyone
болтать
fairly,
давал.
even when they don't deserve it.
Я ж пусть болтает, а потом пришибем. Все,
This is ridiculous.
возможно.
You have the floor.
Вот этот рок-чук геймпад у него в руках.
You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Да подождите вы.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women.
Мне
It
он
was his
сказал наоборот.
business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
You've
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
If you were so offended by it, why'd you cover it up then? If it had nothing to do with you and your shit, then why'd you try to protect him for so
What
long?
cover up? I never made any attempt to hide Georgie's criminal activity.
Да что ты?
I learned of it myself
For
only
fuck's
recently.
sake. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Нет.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't
Ребят,
leave.
и я просто ничего не могу сейчас
That's
говорить
what you
тут.
did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
you were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk
Oh,
about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's
Я уже
best
ничего,
for this
ребят, не
town.
понимаю. Кого? Чего? Кто плохой? Кто
That
не
may not
плохой?
always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Вот
And so does the sheriff.
у меня один
Yeah,
вопрос.
right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you, exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Я этих двоих прошибу когда-нибудь.
This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was
Скотина,
there
а?
while
Ведь
they
знаете, что
idly
говорить.
played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath a little
What's
while?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Vivian killed herself back at the pudding and pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be...
He ordered
забоялся.
this fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Давайте бросить
That's
прямо
too
сейчас.
fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy? What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
А он потом
How can
оттуда
we be sure he
выберется.
won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't care.
bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
You should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me. I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how it should
Все решили свалить на меня, вот гада.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Зараза.
Do
Они
what you
просто все свалили на меня.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Ах ты ж зараза. Я жму.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
Да правда, что ли?
No, I won't.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Ну, не знаете, они все такие умные, хитро придумали. Типа, а давайте все решит тот, с кого потом можно обвинить. Эх. Вот, сука, гады. Хитрые заразы. Ребят, подождите. У меня один вопрос. Сколько уже идет серия? Я что-то как-то... Ну, хотя мне кажется, что это уже конец. Типа, ну...
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Ну, просто, ну, по сути, ведь
This
это же...
fucking
Ну...
line.
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Окей, ребята, на этом я закончу, потому что я не знаю, сколько тут еще будет идти эпизод. Или же... Просто, ребят, я боюсь, в принципе, того, что просто-напросто третий будет слишком большой. Хотя, по сути, это должен быть конец. По сути. Ну, просто, ну ведь убили ведь его, в принципе-то. Или чего? Или не будет? Или... Просто, ребят, я не хочу сделать следующую часть слишком маленькой. Если здесь осталось совсем чуть-чуть.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. Forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Говорю, я просто, блин, не знаю, когда концовка будет. Просто по сути это конец. Но...
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Не дали даже выбора, ребят. Слишком много прощаний за одну серию.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
То, что, ребят, мы избавились от дядечки, это не означает, что это конец. По сути-то, остались еще люди.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
I don't know what happened. But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess...
Да уже же
I
обязательно,
know he
что
ordered their
делать.
deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it.
Я не знаю, их просто...
Especially after
Фиг его знает.
that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
А сказать нет, нельзя было.
You started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Marissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
Надеюсь на это.
Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Huh. Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
К лучшему или к худшему, да? Ну и двух ряд. К чему... Без понятия.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
А типа все? Ну, сказал же, что вы 68,6% игроков убили и Джорджа. Чем вы и 89,6% игроков свернули его живым. Ну, потому что, убивать не очень хотелось. А что-то остальные сделали, мне просто интересно. То есть, мы в колу делали, что-то остальные сделали. Типа, с каждой почему... То есть, тут с каждой с выброс какой-то ответ. То есть, тут она... Да, передадим, почему бы и нет. Продолжим. Что дальше у нас? Вы чего соврали ему, что видели? Ну да. Вы привели его, вы бросили его, видимо, вы дали ей денег, но, наша умерла. А что по поводу этих близнецов и остальных? Здесь, типа, мы не узнаем. Ну вот. Узнаете, что будет дальше? В общем, ребят, это все. Не знаю, есть ли, в принципе, второй сезон, или будет ли он когда-нибудь, или он уже есть, ребят, я точно не знаю, но... Что я могу рассказать? Мне понравилось. Очень, ребят, понравилось. Мне очень интересно, что будет дальше. Не знаю, буду ли я искать комиксы или нет. Посмотрим, ребят. Посмотрим. Может быть, я почитаю, может быть. В принципе, мы прошли, ребят, The Wolf Among Us полностью. Ребят, что будет дальше, честно, не знаю. Не знаю, что мы дальше будем проходить, потому что мне интересно в бонусах. Ачивки. Ачивки даже это есть. Что, например, за первую ачивку? В общем, это типа ачивки. В общем, мне понравилось, правда, это было очень интересно. Это была одна из интереснейших игр, которые я играл, потому что пройти что-то подобное мне хотелось довольно давно. И, в принципе, ребят, что я могу сказать? Скачивайте, играйте. Я уверен, что, возможно, кому-то что-то не понравится, потому что, тут есть где-то свои минусы и плюсы. Но, ребят, игра, повторюсь, интересно, мне понравилось, при том, что все те, кто смотрели вместе со мной, они, думаю, что в этом убедились, а кто-то просто узнал, что вообще это за игра, и стоит ли ее проходить лично для себя, ребят. В общем, да. И, ребят, всем спасибо, что проходили эту игру вместе со мной, смотрели за моим прохождением, ребят, спасибо, и правда, большое. Также, ребят, у нас на канале наконец-то 100 человек, ребят, это очень круто, ребят. А на этом, ребят, всем пока, всем удачи, ставьте пальцы, пишите комментарии и подписывайтесь на мой канал. Всем пока и удачи.